Hello, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine. Myself, Dr. Sanjay Chavda, Professor, Faculty of Law and Governance, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University. This is my session related to Become BBA LLB second semester, subject Financial Management, Unit 1, Session 1. This session is about meaning of financial management and objectives of financial management. So we must know the meaning of word financial management. Financial management refers to the management of finance. It deals with right procurement of funds and their effective and efficient utilization. Financial management is concerned with the efficient acquisition and allocation of funds. In operational terms, it is concerned with the management of flow of funds and involves decisions relating to procurement of funds, investment of funds in long-term and short-term assets and distribution of earnings to the owners. To understand the meaning of financial management, we must understand the meaning of both words financial and management separately. Financial means procuring sources of money supply and allocation of these sources on the basis of forecasting monetary requirements of the business. Clear? Financial means procuring sources of money supply and allocation of these sources on the basis of forecasting monetary requirements of the business. And the word management, it refers to planning, organizations, coordination and control of human activities and physical resources for achieving the objectives of an enterprise. Thus, financial management is that part of business management which is concerned with the planning and controlling of firm's financial resources. Thus, the subject matter of financial management is concerned with managerial activities relating to planning, organizing, directing and control process of finance function. But due to fast changes socio-economic environment, new dimensions have been added to this area. Now, planning for raising capital, management of earned income, capital budgeting, management of working capital, cash flow, credit control, dividend policies, budgetary control for the measurement of financial performance are studied in financial management. So, the term financial management has been defined differently by different authors. We are quoting here some definitions. According to Ezra Solomon, financial management is concerned with the efficient use of an important economic resource, namely capital funds. In the word of Howard and Upton, financial management involves the application of general management principles to a particular financial operation. In the words of S.C. Kuchal, who defines financial management deals with procurement of funds and their effective utilizations in the business. So on the basis of these above definitions, it can be said that financial management is that area of business management in which activities related to finance are managed and controlled in an effective manner. Activities related to finance are procurement of fund and utilization of fund and safe disposal of profit. Now you can say that the financial management deals with planning, organizing, directing, coordinating and controlling financial activities. In the process, it is concerned with the following. Number one, assessment of funds requirement, raising of required funds, effective utilization of funds, distribution of surplus of profits and financial control. So this is about meaning of financial management. Now we'll explain objectives of financial management. Usually there are two objectives of financial management, that is profit maximization and wealth maximization. So first we'll discuss about profit maximization. As a basic principle, any business entity aims at earning profits. According to this principle, all functions of a business will have profit as the main objective. Similarly, finance function will also have profit as the main objective. The principle of profit maximization is a traditional belief. This is based on the assumption that profit are the appropriate yardstick to measure operational efficiency of an enterprise. Simply stated, firms should undertake only such activities that increases profits earned by the firm. The view of profit maximization has been criticized by modern thinkers of financial management in the following grounds. The objective of profit maximization was developed when the entire attitude of business was different. The business was self-financed and self-controlled, but today most of business organizations witness a divergence between ownership and management. Further, most of the businesses are run on loan or borrowed funds, with only a small fraction being financed out of owner's fund. Thus, profit maximization will only act as a narrow objective. Secondly, the profit maximization objective was developed on the basis of perfect competition prevailing in the market. However, it is seen that perfect competition is a practical fiction and very few products face a perfect competition. Most of today's market are oligopolistic. Hence, profit maximization objective will not yield the desired result. Thirdly, the term profit is an ambiguous concept which is not having precise conscious connotation. Example, profit can be long term or short term. Profit can be before tax or after tax, and so on. Similarly, the economist's concept of profit is different from the accountant's concept of profit. Hence, there exist lot of controversies over the exact definition of profit. Profit always go hand in hand with risk. So the most profitable ventures necessarily involve more amount of risk. The owners of business will not like to earn more and more profits by accepting more risk. If the profit is different from if the profit maximization is accepted as the objective of finance function, it totally ignores the risk factor, because more profit means more risk. Then fifth objective, that profit maximization as the goal of financial function completely ignores the timing of profits to be received. This is what criticism by the modern thinkers about profit maximization objective. Profit maximization as the financial management objective does not take into consideration the social consideration as well as the obligations to various interests of workers, consumers, societies, etc., and the ethical trade practices. If these factors are ignored, the organizations cannot survive in the long run. With a view to eliminate the above shortcomings of profit maximization objective, modern thinkers of financial management advocate that the wealth maximization should be preferred over the profit maximization. The sole intention of financial management, it should not be profit maximization, because it involves risk, it involves perfect competitions, it involves many discrepancies, or which our traditional thinkers are not agreed with it. They suggest that in comparison to profit maximization objectives, one must go for wealth maximization. Now, what is wealth maximization objectives? Wealth maximization is also known as value maximization or net present worth maximization. It means maximizing the net present value of any course of action. The net present value can be calculated as the difference between the present value and present value of cash inflows and the present values of cash outflows. If the present value of cash inflows of any course of action exceeds the present value of cash outflows, the difference adds to the net worth of the firm and thus the wealth of the firms increases. Advocates of this principle feel that the use of cash flows provides a better measure than profits as was used in the profit maximization principle. The goal of wealth maximization is supposed to be superior to the goal of profit maximization due to the following reasons. Now students, here we will discuss about 4 reasons which will say that how wealth maximization is superior to profit maximization objective. First, the principal use there is the concept of future expected cash flows rather than the ambiguous terms of profit. As such, measurement of benefits in terms of cash flows avoids ambiguity. Secondly, the principle takes into account the time value of money, very important, time value of money, by considering the present value of cash inflows and outflows. This was considered to be one of the major limitations of profit maximization profit. In case of profit maximization profit, they consider only profit. They ignore inflows, present value of inflows of cash and present value of outflows of cash. If our present outflow of cash exceeds present inflow of cash, it shows that increase in the wealth of the business. So at present we must consider about the time value of money. Then thirdly, the principle also takes care of risk factor associated with the project at the discount rate used for calculating present value is generally a risk adjusted discount rate. Generally adjusted discount rate. As we know, business means profit, to earn profit, to earn more profit means to earn more risk. So this principle, it also takes care of risk factor at discounted rate. So this discounted rate is used for calculating the present value, which is generally a risk adjusted discount rate, which is ignored, completely ignored in our first objective, that is profit maximization. Then the fourth reason why wealth maximization is considered more appropriate than profit maximization. Wealth maximization principle is considered with the objective of maximizing owners' economic welfare, not only profit but economic welfare. The reasons for this can be attributed towards the fact that as wealth gets maximized, owners can readjust their cash flows to optimize their consumptions. More wealth will enable you to get owners to readjust their cash flows to optimize their consumption. Further, increase of net wealth gets reflected in book value of the company, which result in increase of share prices. Because if your wealth will increase, if your net worth will increase, that will increase the value of share prices. As we know, value of share means what? Net worth, total net worth divided by number of shares. If more net worth will be there, value of shares will increase. So due to these 4 reasons or above is explained reasons, we can say that wealth maximization is considered to be superior to profit maximization as an objective of finance function. So my dear students, today we discuss about the meaning of word financial management, and to understand the meaning of word financial management, we must understand the meaning of these 2 words separately, financial and management. Then today we have discussed about, in this session we have discussed about the 2 objectives of financial management, that is profit maximization and wealth maximization. Profit maximization is traditional approach which considered or which concentrate on maximization of profit, while we have so many lacunas in this concept, which is overcome by the second objective of wealth maximization, which considered as present values of cash outflows and present values of cash inflows, which results in the increase of net worth of the business, net wealth of the business, which also increase once the net wealth of business will increase, which will also increase the share prices of the concern. So this is about meaning and objective of financial management. Please go through this again, and for this you please prepare what is explain the meaning of wealth management, financial management, and explain the objectives of financial management from this session. Okay, bye.